I love a good question. You know, it's one of my favorite coaching responses. If I know I've asked a good question, if a guy does this, right? Just like it's the lean back and inhale. I'm like, yes, like that's what I'm looking for is, you know, I don't feel like we're doling out some sort of holy information, but it's really just about disruption of like whatever the story is in there.
Well, not to do a spoiler alert, the question, what's the end game here? You and I have a belief system, and we know what the end game is for us, for you and me. We know what that is, but we don't start with that because it's almost unbelievable. The end game that we're going to be talking about later is not believable if you start with the end game. We have to talk about the process of dealing with the next down, as you said. And then later in these videos, we're going to get to what the end game actually is and has always been when it comes to relationship and being a man in the world.
So what would you say to the man who is he's in the first quarter and he's focused on the fourth quarter? What would be, and he's skeptical. He's like, I just don't see this game coming to a good conclusion. And he wants to stop in the first quarter of his own journey. He might not even want to play beyond the first down, right? He's just like, he's already convinced himself that the fumble means the game, right? You know, what would be one concise piece of fatherly advice you would offer such a man?
There's two. One's logical that appeals to his rational male mind, and the other one is a spiritual answer. The first thing is, logically, how could you possibly win a game if you're living in fear of what's going to happen in the fourth quarter? Because you're not going to get any more first downs. Logically, I want you to know that every first down is an opportunity for another first down. And it's a game of inches. If you look at the Al Pacino movie, I forget the name of the movie. Now, that's a logical answer. That doesn't help a guy sometimes when he's in fear. He goes, that makes sense, but I still don't get it. So the spiritual answer is being present right now. I'm looking in the camera, listening to every word, not worrying about a minute from now or even 2 minutes from now or what she's doing this weekend or anything like that. That is the highest probability and the highest spiritual energy a man can give a woman to have her feel a sense of connection, safety, and attraction to him. And the minute his mind leaps ahead, not to the fourth quarter, but to the next down. If he's already ahead, this is like golf, guys, right? If golf shot, you only have one shot at a time. And a woman can feel this. So this is a spiritual thing. There's something that happens when the feminine senses a man living in fear in the future, and it automatically poisons everything. And it makes a guy write a letter like Martin wrote, because he doesn't feel yet the faith and the value of staying present.
I really like that about presence. I think that was that has been one of the number one positive milestones for me in my own journey, was not realizing how much bandwidth in my life I was giving to the future. I thought it was present because I was physically present in places, but I really started to notice how much of my mental energy was not actually focused on anything now, right? Work energy. In fact, I would actually shoo my kids away sometimes. And I value being a good father and whatnot, but my kids would, hey, Dad, spend time with us. Not right now, not right now, not right now. Because I'd have this conversation in my head with myself about something in the future. And one day I woke up and realized, you know, if I do that every day, I'm never with these kids right now. And the very thing I spend my time fearing is coming to pass because I'm not present. And I see a lot of, you know, analogy there to playing games and whatnot.